Hey, have you ever noticed that many women find older men super attractive? No wonder. Maturity, confidence, and a wealth of life experiences are qualities that draw a lot of attention. However, sometimes, even with all of this in their favor, some older men end up stumbling without even realizing it, making simple mistakes that can really get in the way when it comes to winning over a younger woman. But don't worry, because today I'm going to tell you what the 4 biggest mistakes they usually make are, and best of all, how to solve all of this in a practical way. Shall we? But before we start, I want to remind you of our digital book that is in the first pinned comment. Mistake 1. Idolizing your partner. Imagine that you meet a beautiful young woman, someone who seems to have come straight out of a dream. She is so fascinating that without realizing it, you start treating her as if she were perfect, as if she were above you. It seems harmless, right? After all, who doesn't want to show admiration for someone they think is incredible? But in reality, this can cause very serious problems in your relationship. Why is this a problem? When you put a woman on a pedestal, you end up upsetting the natural balance between you. It's as if she were a queen and you were a mere subject. This can make you lower your own value. You start to think that she is too good for you, make you nervous and insecure, afraid of saying or doing something wrong. The result, you lose your naturalness and become someone you are not. Prevent a real connection from happening. After all, people connect when they see each other as equals, not when one is in an idealized position. How to solve this? The solution is simple, but it requires practice. Normalize your interactions with younger women. This means treating these conversations and dates as something natural without exaggerating or creating unrealistic expectations. Talk frequently, not just with women you are romantically interested in, but with several. This helps you realize that, as amazing as they may seem, they also have insecurities, doubts, and flaws, just like everyone else. Be authentic. Stop thinking that you need to impress at all times. Show who you really are without fear. This makes you seem confident and genuine, which is much more attractive. In the end, remember, women, regardless of age, are not looking for someone who treats them as perfect or unattainable. They want someone who sees them as they are, with their qualities and flaws, and who feels comfortable being themselves. So, the next time you meet someone special, take a deep breath, relax, and remember, they are just a person, just like you. If you agree with this first mistake, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our content. Mistake 2. Handling the age question. Badly. You're talking to a younger woman, the conversation is going well, and suddenly she asks you a direct question. How old are you? At that moment you freeze, hesitate, or even try to avoid the subject because you feel uncomfortable. It may seem like simple curiosity, but the way you react can say a lot more about you than the number itself. Why is this a problem? How you react when the subject of age comes up is what really matters. Here's why. Insecurity is a big no. If you show discomfort or try to avoid the question, she may realize that you're not comfortable with who you are, and that's a huge turn-off. Age isn't the issue, but how you handle it is. If you show that you're confident and sure of your path, that's much more attractive than any number. It affects the dynamic. If you act as if the age difference is a problem, she may start to see the situation the same way. How do you fix this? The key to overcoming this is to approach the issue with lightness and confidence. Here are some practical strategies to apply. Respond with humor. A humorous and confident response can turn the situation into something light-hearted and even charming. For example, I'm old enough to have amazing stories to tell, but young enough to experience many more. I'm old enough to know what I want, but I can still go with you on any adventure. These responses show that you're not only comfortable with your age, but also confident in your ability to connect with her. Be proud of your experience. Show that you value the journey you've taken so far. Say something like, "My age is a reflection of everything I've experienced and learned, and I'm very grateful for that." Don't make age an elephant in the room. The more you treat it as a natural thing, the more she'll see it that way too. After all, the age difference is only a problem if you make it one. At the end of the day, what really attracts people is not the number on your ID, but how you live your life. So the next time someone asks you about your age, take a deep breath, smile, and show them that what really matters is your confidence, your experience, and your enthusiasm for the present and the future. Mistake 3. Focusing too much on money. Many older men believe that their greatest asset when it comes to attracting a younger woman is their financial stability. It seems logical, right? After all, security is something that many people value. But when money becomes the focus of the interaction, you can end up attracting the wrong people and driving away those who would actually be interested in you as a person. Why is this a problem? When you put your financial status as the main attraction, the following happens. You attract the wrong interest. Women who are only interested in what you can offer materially may come around, but they will hardly connect genuinely with who you are. You hide who you really are. Focusing too much on money diverts attention from your qualities, such as personality, experiences, values, and even sense of humor. It sends the wrong message. It makes you seem like you don't trust yourself enough and need money to make up for something. How do you fix this? The solution is simple. Connect as a person first and let your financial stability come naturally, as an add-on, not the main focus. Here are some practical tips for doing so. Lead with your personality. Show who you really are. Talk about your interests, hobbies, and passions. Be the person who has interesting stories to tell, experiences to share, and is fun to be around. Leave money in the background. Your financial stability is a reflection of your efforts and achievements, but it doesn't have to be the center of attention. For example, if you mention an incredible trip you took, focus on the experiences and lessons learned from that trip, not how much you spent. Highlight your sense of humor. Laughing together creates real connections. Share light and fun moments. Women are attracted to confident men who know how to play with life. Create a genuine connection. Ask about her interests, her dreams. Show that you are interested in who she is, not just in impressing her. At the end of the day, it is your authenticity, your energy, and the way you connect with the world that makes the difference. Money is good, of course, but it is not what creates true connections. So show the best of you, and let your stability be just another piece in the puzzle that makes you someone truly special. Mistake 4. Acting as a mentor instead of a partner. You're with a younger woman and she shares something about her life, perhaps a challenge or a question. Your immediate reaction? Give her advice or suggest what she should do. It seems like the right thing to do, right? After all, you want to help her with your experience, but if this becomes a habit, you can end up creating a dynamic that feels more like a teacher and student than two people building a romantic connection. Why is this a problem? Taking on the role of mentor, even unintentionally, can lead to some complications. You lose the romantic atmosphere. Instead of seeing you as a fun and attractive partner, she may start to see you as a father figure or a guide, which breaks the spell. You create emotional distance. the relationship stops being an exchange between equals and starts to have a more formal or serious tone, making it difficult to build intimacy and complicity. It can come across as superior. Even with the best of intentions, constantly giving advice can come across as if you think you know better or that you need to fix her. How do you fix this? The solution is simple and involves changing the dynamic to something more light-hearted, fun, and collaborative. Here's how to do it. Connect as an equal. Instead of jumping in with advice, genuinely listen. Show interest in what she's saying, ask questions, and share similar experiences. This makes her feel heard, not analyzed. Flirt. Make your interactions fun and engaging. Use small gestures like a mischievous smile, an unexpected compliment, or even a playful tease to create an atmosphere of intimacy and light-heartedness. For example, if she brings up a challenge at work, instead of offering advice, you could say something like, "Yeah, it sounds like you need a partner in crime to deal with that. How about me?" This keeps the conversation light-hearted and flirtatious. Show vulnerability too. Instead of always lecturing, share something about yourself. Maybe it was a funny moment or a situation where you learned something new. This creates a space for mutual connection. Conquer with joy. Moments of laughter and fun create strong bonds. Plan something spontaneous, like an outing or a fun activity, that allows you to enjoy it together without the need for advice or teaching. In the end, the key is to create a relationship of exchange, where both feel comfortable, valued, and attracted to each other. Save the advice for moments that are really necessary and focus on building an atmosphere of complicity and joy. After all, a partner wants someone by her side, not in front as a guide. Older men have something special, all the life experience, the confidence that comes with time, and that stability that many women admire. But these qualities only really shine if you know how to avoid the mistakes we talked about today. When you improve in these areas, it's not just about attracting younger women. It's about creating deeper connections and relationships that really make sense. After all, it's not just about winning, but about building something worthwhile. And that, my friend, is what really matters. Now, what's stopping you from taking the next step? Reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself. The goal is not just to attract, but to create something truly worthwhile.